Anyway, so we're on item number 5. Now, this is some footage I got last summer at a car show in Newport, Vermont, right near where I live here. There was a gentleman there. He had a Ford Mustang 302, and he was calling it the MP version of it. This is Alan Wheelock, and he's going to tell us exactly what that means. Let me cue that up here.
So I see someone behind this car. I'm going to see if that's his car and see if maybe we can get him to talk it up a little. A nice 302. How you doing? Good. Nice 302. Is that yours? Cool. We're live on Facebook and YouTube. Do you feel like talking it up or giving a wave?
No.
No? I said we're live on Facebook and YouTube right now. We're doing video. Yeah. And do you feel like talking it up and just kind of, my name is, and this is my, like you're telling a friend about it.
I've owned this car for 3 years.
Yeah.
And it's an MP car.
MP, yeah.
MP, which means manufactured prototype.
Okay.
It's not even supposed to be here.
Really? Yeah.
They give them to Motor Trend and executives to test
yeah. Before the model comes out. Yeah. Very cool.
If you look here, you'll see on the MSRP. It says right here, vehicle not for sale.
That's amazing.
And there's no prices on your upgrades. And these are the models that they know that are existing right now. This is mine.
Yeah.
And them, they have no information on them.
So there's what, a dozen or so in existence? Is that?
Yeah, there's that this many that's sold in existence. And then these they can't find any information, so they figured they're crushed.
Sure.
They crushed it.
Yeah, yeah.
So it's kind of rare to get a car like that.
Yeah. Very, whoops, yeah, we're losing. Yeah. And what was your name?
Alan Wheelock.
Alan Wheelock. Cool. Nice to meet you. Are you from around here? Or?
Eden.
Eden. Yeah. Cool. Cool deal.
Yeah. So it's pretty neat.
Yeah.
Thing to have.
For sure. Yeah. And what can you tell us about it?
Well, it was built. The Boss Rail 2 was built to beat the M3 BMW on the Laguna Seca.
Sure.
And they succeeded. Parnelli Jones was the test driver. He run the 69 and 70 Boss 302s in the Trans Am series, and he won the 2 years in a row. So they had him test driving. He'd take it out on the track and test it, and he'd bring it back to Ford and say, "Hey, you need to do this. You're going to beat that M3."
Yeah.
And they came up with it at 444 horsepower.
444. That's amazing.
Yeah. And
to go up against BMW's motorsports division and win is really impressive.
It is.
That's really impressive.
Yep, it is.
And so they made it to race, but they made some limited consumer editions.
They have to make
homologation, I think they call it.
Yeah.
Sure.
For public, they did be able to race them.
Yeah. And you've got one of the few that were made available for the public.
Well, no, this wasn't.
Or it was a prototype. Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. Prototype. Yeah. So it's not even that. It's not even one of the consumer models.
No, it's not.
That's amazing. So 444 horse, you said?
Yeah. Yep.
And you get this cross member here that stiffens up the front struts, I imagine.
Your CDFP 39.
Was there a number on there? Oh yeah, look at that.
It's a production number. MP.
That's amazing.
It comes with 2 keys.
2 keys, yeah.
You have a great key, a red key. See there.
Yes, yeah.
The red key, when you press that in, that's 100 different things on this car.
Sure.
The DAW sound, it like advances the time in and everything.
Sure.
Then it has decibel thought all around it.
Oh yes, yeah. So you click them to yeah.
Front and rear.
So that other key's kind of more of like a valet key, just so people don't get over their head with it. You get the Recaro racing seats.
Yep. Well, everything's actually an option.
Now, how did you come upon this?
I bought it off the dealer. He had it.
Really? Okay. Wow. This is my girlfriend Carlene, by the way.
So I bought it off him, but he never told me any of this stuff.
Sure.
I'm not sure if I'm supposed to know this stuff.
Sure. That's amazing. And what year is it?
It's a 2012.
12, yeah. 10 years old.
We made him 2 years, 2012 and 2013.
Yeah. That's really nice. 285, 35s. Cool deal. Now, do you just bring it to shows, or do you ever take it out to ride it and enjoy it? Or?
I had 11,000 on it when I got it. I think I got 20,000.
Cool. So you've enjoyed it a little. Yeah. Good for you. It's fun to drive. Yeah.
That's gonna sound old. So.
Nice.
That sounds like race car.
That is cool.
Cut out part of it.
Oh yeah.
You can't see them, but
yeah.
The exhaust comes out right there.
Like you push a button and it opens them up. Yeah.
Well, there's a little damper there. You get down to there, lights open right there.
Nice. Now, are they okay with revving at the show? And if so, are you open to?
I don't know. I don't see going on.
All right. Are you open to giving us a hear? I'd love to hear it. Yeah. And if we're not supposed to, I'm sure they'll come tell us.
What do you want, direction?
Yes, please. And those cutouts. Oh yeah.
Track use only.
Oh wow. Is there a light on the dash that says, "Oh yes, track use only"? I wonder if I can get in there with the camera. Hopefully the camera's getting that. Nice. That's with the cutouts? That's nice. That's everyone's favorite song, right? Yeah, that's better than the stereo, right? Good deal. Well, cool. It was really nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
And yeah, this is on Facebook and YouTube. If you look for the Muscle Car Show and Tell podcast, search for that on YouTube or Facebook. It'll come right up. I'm going live right now to Facebook and YouTube. It goes to 8 different places. And I do a podcast every Wednesday night. Oh, good. Yeah. All right. I'll catch up with you. Cool deal. It was really nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
All right. Have a good day.
Cool. Yeah. So, any thoughts there, Virgil? Anything catch your eye with that car? Hold your microphone.
Yeah, I like that one there. That would be one of those where it would catch you off guard. Should he turn those turn downs on, those cutouts?
Yeah.
Because as soon as that thing would hit you, like what? Like wait, where'd that come from? You know, you'd be turning around trying to figure out where it came from. But to have a prototype car, that is amazing. That's amazing to have a prototype and something that's not supposed to be on the street.
For sure. He's got something really special there.
Yeah.
For sure.
What about yourself?
Yeah, the same thing that you like. The thing I like about it too, I mean, it's a nice looking Mustang, but it's a sleeper. It's not an outrageous looking Mustang.
Yes.
I like the sleeper factor where you kind of sneak through town with it and it's not going to turn a lot of heads.
No.
Not the way a radical Mustang. We all know what we're talking about with that, and those are nice too. But something about a sleeper too, you can kind of sneak around.
Yeah, let's say that's our age Mustang.
Yeah,
for a guy our age, you know, the young kid they can have that, you know, loud exhaust and all that rumble through town. But you know, the gentleman, you know, the older man likes to, you know, sleep around town a little bit and then catch that young man slipping somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. And then show him what's what.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it's discretion is the greater part of valor, I guess they say.
Yeah, I'm just still in awe on that car right there.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Yeah. You know, those prototypes, you always see them like we used to have the auto show, the Sacramento Auto Show. Sure. And they would do like they'd do like you see some prototype stuff out there. But it's like stuff that, you know, you would think you would never see on the street, you know. So I guess I need a dealer friend. Jake, where you at?
Exactly. Exactly. We got to get him back on here as well. I was messaging him earlier. We're going to try to get him back on here. For sure. Click the link in the description for your free Amsoil catalog. It's time for a quick shout out to some of our friends. B&B Auto Sales, your muscle car connection in Brookings, South Dakota. Above the Notch Car Club, a car club for auto enthusiasts in northern New Hampshire. The New Hampshire Muscle Car Club, the largest muscle car club in all of New England. MGM Classic Cars in Addison, Illinois. Visit mgmclassiccars.com today. Beach Hill Automotive in Bethlehem, New Hampshire, specializing in the repair, service, and towing of muscle cars and classic cars. Absolute Auto Body and Collision Repair in St. Johnsbury, Vermont. And lastly, I am your independent AMSOIL dealer. Click the link in the description for your free AMSOIL catalog. And last but not least, if you decide to advertise with the Muscle Car Podcast, this could be part of your advertising message. Good evening and welcome to the podcast. I'm really glad you're here. Now, I have a robust lineup of muscle car entertainment on tap for you tonight, but before we get into all of that, I want to make sure that everything is working properly. So if you can see my face and hear my voice, I'm going to ask you to leave a comment. Please let me know where you're viewing this from and whether you are a first-time viewer or a regular viewer. Now, to our first-time viewers, if this is your first time viewing the podcast, I hope you have a good time with us tonight, and I hope you decide to join us here each and every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. for another episode of the podcast. Now, this podcast simulcasts to 8 different places across Facebook and YouTube. So wherever you're viewing this right now, just circle back in 1 week's time, and we'll be waiting for you with another fun-filled episode. Now, to our regular viewers who are here week after week, month after month, and season after season, you guys are the ones who make this possible, and we very much appreciate that. So let's take a few quick comments, and we'll bring our friends on, and we will get this party started. BCJ Vids is in the house saying good evening back. Hope you're doing well. Also, our good friends and regular viewers, Stacy and Art Fosler, says, hi, Mike, sounds good, from Platkill, New York, and they are regular viewers, and that's the understatement of the week. They've been viewing from the very beginning, and we really appreciate that. Also, a new viewer, Larry Anderson, is in the house tonight. We're going to be featuring a video clip that he shared with us. Can't wait to show that to you. And our good friend, Mike Whiteside, says, hello, fellas, loud and clear from Illinois. Well, thank you, Mike. We appreciate your being on. So let's bring our friends on and get this party started. Gentlemen, how are we doing tonight?
Well, doing good so far, but if I lose connection, that means I lost power. We have a severe thunderstorm coming in.
Gotcha. Yeah, you get some weather rolling in. For sure.
I'm just hoping it's nothing severe.
Yes. Well, let's get right into it. Item number 1, I've been in touch on Facebook with Larry Anderson, and he shared a nice video clip with me. He's got a 1971 Dodge Dart. So let me change screens here, get that queued up. I think you're going to like this one. This is a sweet little ride. And it's taking a moment to load. For some reason, the first video always takes a moment to load. One of these days, we'll have some Jeopardy music to fill the empty space.
What do you mean? We got to pay for that, though, right?
Yes. Oh, and it failed. Let me try it one more time here. This should load it. That happens every time with the first video for some reason. There we go. So yeah, thank you so much to Larry Anderson for that footage. That's a sweet Mopar right there. Reactions to that, Michael?
Yeah, I'm looking at my radar too, just to make sure that I'm not gonna get lightning struck in this place.
Yeah.
Love the engine. Love the sound of the car. I'm more into not having all the stuff inside the car. I'm more into just having the car as a basic car. But I really like what he's done to it. I mean, he's turned it into a small little humble little car into like a major muscle car, especially with the engine how he can push out more horsepower out of it.
Yeah, it's very impressive. Very impressive. And Virgil? Oh, we don't have your mic on, I don't think, Virgil.
There you go.
Okay. Yep, there we go. You know me in blue.
Yes.
Yeah, gotta love it. That yeah, whatever lope that cam is on, whatever loping they got on that cam is just music.
Oh
and
yeah.
I don't know if they came with. Did these come with painted bumpers for their years?
I have no
No.
idea. That's
Or
a
is
good
that
question.
something that they added extra there? Because I like the painted bumpers.
Yes.
The painted bumpers, Virgil, are not something that these cars had. They were
No.
always chrome.
Always chrome. Okay. And another thing I noticed is I like the shifter where it's positioned. You don't got to reach down. You just, racing wise, you just sit up and just pull right there.
Yes. And that's a good question. That's a question for Larry. Larry, have you ever dragged this? Cool deal. And did you have any more on that, Virgil? Or?
Oh, no. I got to leave some for Rob.
Yes. Go ahead, Rob.
Well, the car looks like he made it to go to the drag strip, especially with that cam in it.
Yeah.
Driver's seat don't look too comfortable, but I do like that shifter.
Yeah.
Virgil said that's a cool looking shifter. I'd like to see it go down the street and take off from the driveway.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, leaving from home. I think I would just have to leave marks if I left home with something sounding like that.
Yeah, I bet
Great sounding car.
That'll give a serious hole shot, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Very cool. Well, yeah, thank you for your comments and reactions on that. And thank you again to Larry. We appreciate that. In fact, let me check. We've got comments coming in. Let's see if okay, here we go. It says Larry Anderson is here. So I haven't heard from Larry yet as far as whether he's drag raced it. But let's see. Ben Thomas is in the house. He said, "Good evening, everyone. The putt of a high compression engine. Gotta love it. Cool deal." So we're getting some nice reactions on this car. Mike Whiteside says, "Love that interior." And then Stacy and Art Fosler say, "Always liked the 340 motor in a Mopar." Yes, tried and true. Outstanding. Well, cool. So let's switch gears here. And we're on item number 2. It's time for some announcements and AMSOIL. I do have an announcement, but I'm going to have Rob go first. If you're ready, Rob, we'll put you full screen, and Rob's going to talk to us about AMSOIL.
Hey, Mike, I've got a good little story to tell you. On the weekend at Sturgeon, automotive flea market, and one guy came up and he said, "You Rob, the old guy from the Vintage Show?" I said, "Yeah." He goes, "I watch you every week." I got that's what his name was. And he goes, "Is AMSOIL really that good like you say it is?" And I said, "Well, you see that guy out there selling the raffle tickets for the antique tractor? The last 5 years, every one of those tractors, they put AMSOIL in. I see that 70 Dodge over there that the Kinsman Club is raffling off. They've been using AMSOIL in every one of their raffle cars for 10 years. And I said, see the guy out front with the vintage snowmobile? He's been running AMSOIL for 30 years in all his vintage stuff. And you see that guy out there with the flatbed with the tow truck? So if you buy an antique car or something, he'll deliver it for you." I said, he's been a customer of mine for 40 years. A lot of people use AMSOIL for a long time. Yeah, but he recognized me from doing these broadcasts, Mike.
That is amazing.
Yeah. Okay, a lot of times we talk about the vintage Z-Rod oil AMSOIL has, 10W40, 20W50, and also in 10W30, high zinc oil, 14 parts per million. And we've also talked about how the gas additive works for cleaning the carbs. It cleans the gas tank, cleans the carbs, cleans the injector. It even cleans the O2 sensors. And for an older vehicle like mine, I got a 2008 Chevy 3/4 ton with a 6-liter in that I drive everywhere to go to show. I have over a million miles on that kilometers. It's 1,343,000 kilometers on it.
Wow.
And I put top lube in it because the engine doesn't have as much compression as it used to. And this weekend I only pulled an 18-foot trailer. By putting that top lube in, it gives me more film strength around top of the piston and brings my horsepower back up to where it should be. But today I was up at the cottage. Friend came over with his lawnmower. We were going to cut grass all day long, but it poured rain. But guess what? His lawnmower wouldn't start. I said, take the gas cap off. We smelt it. It smelled like paint thinners. I said, did you forget to put stabilizer in before you put your lawnmower away? He said, no, I put fresh gas in. I shouldn't have to. Gas has ethanol in it. Ethanol go bad. So we drained the gas out, put clean gas in, and we added the AMSOIL Quick Shot. It's a product that we use for all small engines. Any vehicle is going to sit for a short time. It's a part stabilizer, but it stops the ethanol from separating. 2 poles, the thing started up. We run it half choke, quarter choke, and finally shut the choke off. Within 5 minutes, we had that little lawnmower running just like brand new. Too bad it rained all day on us. But anybody wants to know more about how to buy AMSOIL at the best possible discount, we have a catalog with all the AMSOIL products in it. In it is the prices. We list all the price, what the retail should be, and as a preferred customer. It costs you $10 as a preferred customer. Buy everything directly from AMSOIL, you save $50 a case. Order $100 worth, we ship it right to your door. So for the best possible discount on AMSOIL, become a preferred customer. Buy it yourself. You don't have to buy a full case. You can mix and match. If you have a retail or commercial accounts, you want the bigger catalog, we have the bigger catalog with all the AMSOIL products available. We can send you that magazine too. So for more information about how to get more information about AMSOIL, how to save money, how to get the best possible product available, Mike has a thing where you can click on his site and get a catalog sent to you.
Yes. In fact, everything is there in the description. So if you click our link in the description and use my referral number, you're helping to support the podcast when you purchase AMSOIL. And as a matter of disclosure, I'm signed up as an AMSOIL dealer under Rob. So when you order through me, Rob and I both benefit. This is a great way to support the podcast. It doesn't cost you anything less, but it sure helps us. And we thank you in advance and thank all of the people who've been ordering through us. We appreciate that. It helps to support the podcast.
And you guys get the best possible discount available.
Yes. In fact, if you're curious about that, click the preferred customer link in the description, and that'll get you started on that. Get you the deepest discount and free shipping over $100. It's the best way to buy AMSOIL for sure. Now, I had an announcement. I've been talking with the people at Cragar Wheels, and we don't have an exact date yet. We're still working out details, but we're going to bring them on the podcast sometime in the near future, probably sometime in the next few weeks. We're going to hear about the history of Cragar Wheels, going to see what they're doing currently, what they're currently offering. And I have a favor to ask of you guys, the viewers. I'm going to pop this graphic on the screen. If you have images or videos of Cragar Wheels on muscle cars, past or present, please share them with us. And we're going to make a Cragar themed night out of it. So we want to try to get some images and video clips of cars with Cragar Wheels. If you could help us with that, we'd really appreciate it. And we thank you in advance for that. We can't wait to have them on. I think it's going to be a whole lot of fun. We're going to make a whole podcast episode with Cragar Wheels, Cragar themed podcast episode. So we are on item number 3. We're going to take a look at a 1971 Chevy pickup truck. This truck is for sale by our friends over at B&B Auto Sales. Let me find that and cue that up. And here it is.
What you got for us today?
Hi, this is Dirk from B&B Auto Sales. Today I'm going to show you our 71 Chevy K10. It come down from down in Iowa, is where we got it from. Looks like in 1993 or 92 and 3 it had park permits in Nebraska. So northern truck anyway, and windshield's been in there a long time. Good running driving truck. Paint is amateur, and when I mean amateur, I mean it. They just sprayed it just above spray can. You know, it's rough. Didn't do a lot of body work. Maybe was blue before they painted it blue. There you can see it's flaked off and how rough it is. So all it is painted the color. We did put a new seat cover in it. So there's a new seat cover. 4-wheel drive, 4-speed. Shows 851 miles, obviously not actual. Could be 108. They put 3-point harness in there. There you can see it's flaking off right there and there. So just before you watch this video, if you looked at the pictures and you thought, boy, that paint's pretty good, it isn't. It isn't rusty. It doesn't appear to be, you know, but there's some mud in there. So body work was very marginal. Box got a couple bad spots in it right there and right there. And on both sides, they did a little bit of metal work. So like I said, flaking off here. Homemade bumper. Chipped off there. Like I said, you can't see any shine, just so you know. I don't want you to think it's better than it is. Runs, drives good. So just a nice, affordable truck. You can see some more flaking off. So bad prep and just, if you get blue in this color of spray cans, I'd say it's done in spray cans. But pretty solid truck. It isn't a rust bucket and runs and drives good. Watch the running video and the driving video. Parking brake works. It does. So we'll start the old Chevy up. So you got good oil pressure, aftermarket temp gauge. Let's see. Fan works. Heat, missing defrost arm there. Radio must not work. Sounds like it comes on, but I don't know if there's any speakers. Wipers work. This windshield, I think's been in there since '92, so that's pretty impressive. Got a little wear mark up on the top there. Horn works, and the blinker works. So we'll take a look at the lights. As you can see, it seems to run really good. Excuse me here. You open one hand, sorry about that. Runs nice and smooth. Got the, you know, toboggan jet on it with points still. Power steering, power brakes. That really runs nice and smooth. Oh, this light did work, but we'll have to check that out. There's your marker lights working. Exhaust they put and your tail lights work. So pretty good running, driving truck. Sounds good. Got a little bit of exhaust. Got a belt squealing. 605-695-7391.
So yeah, thank you so much to B&B Auto Sales for that footage. We appreciate it. Virgil, reaction to that?
Well, once again, we must have a blue theme today.
Yes.
And no, love that. I love that body style because I love the way the front end, the way the front hood and everything, all that comes together. That little body, the way the hood rolls. Great year. You know, all that is what done before what I think 73 was the year of that body change.
I think so.
But before they, you know, this was before that. But yeah, I love it. Love it, love it, love it.
Yeah, classic for sure.
Yeah.
And Rob?
Oh, if I had a 17-year-old kid, that's a truck I'd buy them.
Yes.
You know how much cheaper insurance are for an older truck like that than something new?
Oh,
and
sure.
If you had a young kid and you buy just a 2-seater, not a 4-seater, insurance is even cheaper. And what a great vehicle. Somebody learned on how to drive one. Yeah. Wouldn't have to worry about his mom wanting to borrow it because it's a standard.
Yes. And he can work on it. And yeah, there's a lot of advantages there. You're right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely. And Michael?
Well, as he was pointing out, paint was amateurly done. But, I mean, doing some structural work, you know, underneath, you know, any little bit of rust that might be underneath the frame, just to get that protected and maybe give it a whole new paint job because the body's in great shape. And then clean up the engine a little bit so you could paint up the engine and make it look like a decent, like new engine look in there. Because I know that's how all engines always look like when they're that age, you know. Yeah. And if somebody wants to have a little project, this is a perfect little project. You don't have to do that much work. I mean, body's in great shape. It's just a new paint job, you know, doing a undercoating, working on the engine, clean and the engine, paint it, and probably put some chrome on the engine, whatnot, whatever you want to do.
Yeah, good foundation.
Besides that, I mean, the interior is in great shape. The exterior is in great shape. So it doesn't look like it needs a lot. It just, needs to be done the right way. Whoever owned it wanted to do it quick and easy and didn't probably have the money to do a real paint job on it. But it is pretty good for the paint job they did, though.
Yeah, for sure. For sure. Now we have comments coming in. Larry Anderson, remember that Dodge Dart we looked at a few minutes ago? We asked him if he'd raced it. He said, no, I have not raced it. The cam, by the way, because we were commenting on the cam, is .533 and .532.
Ooh, okay.
Very cool. That cam made for a great sound.
Oh, man, did it ever. That's a good alarm clock for me. Or what is that? Or what is that? Instead of going to sleep to waves, I can go to sleep to that.
Yes, absolutely. The soothing sounds. Absolutely. And my wonderful girlfriend, Carlene Perry, is in the house viewing with us tonight. We appreciate that. She's paying some compliments. She says, very good podcast. And then she says, thank you all so much. Well, cool. We appreciate that you're joining us. Also, John Spranger Jr., our good friend, is in the house saying, hello, everyone. Just got home. And he's settling in for the podcast. Nice to see you, John. We appreciate it. Hope to see you sometime this summer. He comes out this way every now and then, and we always get together and have a nice visit. Larry Anderson says, okay, more details on that cam. 552, and the duration is 242, 252. Excellent. Yeah, we appreciate that information, Larry, and we appreciate that video clip. That was wonderful.
Yes. That was a beautiful car.
Yes. Mike Whiteside says, did I see lockout hubs? Sweet. So now he's talking about the Chevy here.
Oh, yeah. Four-wheel drive.
Yes. And then Ben Thomas is saying he's a closet Chevy guy. He loves the old C10s and C20s. Yes.
Yeah. Only thing is I couldn't find it on the website.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Maybe it's been sold.
Yeah.
That probably went pretty quick.
I found another C10, but it was a long bed.
Sure.
Ah.
Gotcha. So we are on item number 4. This is a video clip that Rob shared with me. This is a 71 Plymouth Barracuda at auction, sells for considerably over $300,000.
Whoa.
That is something to see. Now, it's going to take me a minute to cue this up. Let me find, it moved on me too here. Oh, come on now. No. Sorry,
we got to remix the Jeopardy music so we can use it.
Yes, exactly. It would come in handy right about now because I'm having trouble finding it. I can't explain to you what I'm looking at, but I'm looking at all these options and none of them are the one.
Wait a minute. Is this where we need Carly so she can explain you to us?
Yes. I know. She would be helpful right now. Well, why am I not seeing that darn thing? Well, here's what I'm going to do. You guys, I'm going to mute my mic. Have you guys talk amongst yourselves for a moment. I'm going to figure this out. I'm going to do it the old-fashioned way.
All right.
Okay.
Well, what did we talk about, fellas?
Last week.
Hey, Rob. Funny thing.
I was at this automotive flea market last weekend, and Saturday the weather was gorgeous. I could only get a booth inside. I couldn't get one outside. Then Saturday night, the storm came across, and they had to get tractors to pull people out of the flea market. Oh, yeah. I was glad I had a booth inside.
Wow.
Yeah.
Well, I was in California, Rob. I was I was hanging out with my cousin, and he's a Harley rider, and Amsoil.
Oh yeah.
He used Amsoil, but he had to. For some odd reason, he had to use something else. He said he didn't have the money for Amsoil. What's it called? So I was like, "Oh, hey,
I know I can get your preferred account."
Yeah, funny. You should say something about that. You know.
Yeah. I'm starting to get packed already to go up to.
There we go.
One of my retail accounts has open house, Sudbury, Ontario. 5-hour drive from my place, but I'm going up there Saturday for the day to do an open house for him, put a big Amsoil display on for him.
Nice.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful. So I found that clip.
Hopefully he'll have a spare bike I can go for a ride while I'm up there.
There we go. That'll be nice. So I do have that clip ready. So let's take a look at that and we'll react to it on the other side.
Hemi Cuda. Well, I got to tell you, this is the creme de la creme of muscle cars. It's a 71 Hemi Cuda. I've told a lot of times to people, if you're a Ford collector Chevy collector, classic car collector, any kind of collector, and there's one Mopar on your site, it is the 1971 Cuda. It has everything going for it. The billboard, cheese eater grill, the gills on the side, louvers. It's just, and look at this one with that interior.
It's unbelievable.
Yep, this is like one of one right here. I can tell you.
$300,000, $3.25 now.
Only 108 Hemi Cudas built with the hardtop versions. Built in 1971, the final year of that platform. Let's break down the hardware just a little bit. And I kind of want to get a little bit more of your insight, Tim. Automatic, 426 Hemi with the two 4-barrel carbs, 425 horsepower.
Yeah.
That ran the same basic specs right from 1966 right through 1971, although the engines went through some evolution. Hydraulic cam began in 1970, a couple of other tweaks. But there's something, and you mentioned it, there's something about the CUDA platform, that body platform, that it's got everything going for it. Looks, the reputation in drag racing.
It has it all.
The street cred.
Nothing gets prettier. The louvers, the spoil, everything about the 71 car is just killer. And I'm lucky enough to own one. My brother owns one, so we got a couple 71 Hemi Cudas, and we probably will own them a long time.
Reserve is off at 360. And I'll just throw this out there. Seattle 2014, JK. We had a 71 Hemi Cuda convertible 4-speed blue that sold for, I think, $3.5 million. That is the top crust right there.
Yeah, the only thing better is put the convertible on that 71 Cuda.
Yes.
Top dollar ever in a Mopar.
Yeah.
That's it right there.
Well, there we go. Now we know.
Got a new home.
There's the sellers right there. Very emotional for the family, but $360,000. Wow. Does that price surprise you?
Oh, yeah.
High, low?
I think it's in the money range.
Okay.
It was a good sale and a good buy for everybody.
Right. Excellent.
Good, solid car right there for the money.
$360,000. That is your final hammer price.
Was that from this
could have
week?
bought a house for that price.
Yeah. Was that from this weekend?
Recently, I don't know if it was this weekend. That's at least a week or two old since I've gotten it. But I'm not sure exactly. It's got to be recent, though. But I think, Rob's turn for the first reaction?
Yes.
Yeah, I could have bought a house for that price.
Yeah, a nice house.
There was no barn fight in that car. That was pretty nice shape.
Yeah, that's perfection.
Yeah.
For sure. And Michael?
Yeah, I'm looking at security camera. We still have the cop coming around the building here. There's some kind of activity here. I'm trying to keep my eyes on what's going on. But I love the car. Seen plenty of them. And it's like all of a sudden, we seen the podcast last week with this person that owns several of Cudas. And I'm like, wow. I mean, I know about Cudas, but I'm like, I didn't know that people are like diehard as much as they are on them. It's like, wow. It's like when you go with the Jeep Wranglers and stuff, there's a special following that if you drive down the street, you honk and wave to each other. I'm like, when I was with somebody, I said, what the heck is that all about? Oh, that's a part of the Jeep group. Everybody, even though you're not in the group, it's always something we do as Jeep owners. I'm like, oh, wow.
Yeah. They get plenty of thumbs up, too, I'm sure, just from random people, for sure. And Virgil?
But I do love the color, too. I mean, that really pops with the black and that red in it.
Yeah. The only thing I was thinking was if that was a convertible, just the whole same color schemes. I think that would have broke the bank if it was, just from this year compared to what it was a few years ago.
Yeah.
But man, that was just the way color coordinated was just so great. Color coordination was just so great for me there.
Yeah, there's an epic example. And we have comments coming in, or did you have more on that, Virgil? Or
no more.
Right.
Just the beauty of a car said it all.
Yes. So Mike Whiteside says, if I were rich, I'd really be broke. Beautiful car.
Oh, yeah.
I know exactly what you mean. Yeah. Mike Whiteside says, here in Illinois, you could buy 2 houses for that. Yes.
Ooh.
No doubt. And then Ben Thomas says, dang, Cuda brought good money. I guess investing in the 70s. Datsun B10s might not have been the best investment plan. Yeah.
You may be very surprised on that. The people that want those old Japanese cars, the JDM.
Oh wow, there's a following for that.
Especially if you got one all stock and like, or even right side drive.
Nice.
Well,
So there's a market
talk
for
about
that.
the Datsun. I had a friend with a 210 wagon, and he didn't want the car anymore. He was sick of it, so he drained all the oil out, put it on blocks, ran the engine, and ran for 24 hours until the engine seized with no oil in it. So
Wow.
apparently they know how to build their cars in Japan.
Yes, they do.
Crazy. That's amazing. Well, cool. Let's take a look at the menu here. We're going to take a look at a video. This is from our good friend Scott at Flippin' Customized. He does an excellent YouTube channel. There's a link to it in the description. I encourage you to check out his channel if you like what you're about to see. This is from a few years ago, Muscle Car Mania in Oxford, Maine. And before we roll that video, I need to make one more comment about that Plymouth Barracuda we just looked at. If you want to see that again, there's a link in the description. So if you want to watch that again, experience that magic again, link in the description. But let's take a look at Scott's video footage here from Muscle Car Mania. Take me a moment to pull it up, and yeah, here it is right here. And it's taking a moment to load. Yeah, I really need to invest in some Jeopardy music. And I don't want to click on it again because it'll make the browser crash. Here we go.
All right, 6 o'clock in the morning. Everything's loaded. Got the boys here helping. Early morning. Scott Flippin' Customized. We're on our way to the new Oxford Dragway for the basically show shiner drag with the New Hampshire Muscle Car Club. So we got a vendor booth. We got everything on the trailer. We got everything loaded. We got the shop truck. We got the SS truck. Let's go. We get the royal treatment. I get to follow Don in his golf cart. Laps in the track. That's pretty sweet. Get to really see what the shop truck and the SS will do. It's got to be pushing near 100. Feels like it. We're going to take a walk down and tour some of the show cars. See what we got. This has been a good turnout. Good weather. Some of the core team cars. It's a beauty right there. They're all beauties.
We're going to move things up again. We just got some feedback from those of you out on the track about how hot it is out there. We're going to get this thing rolling in the next half hour. We're going to do the trophies in 30 minutes.
Well, you returning the favor?
Huh? Payback. All right, these are some of the core team guys. Tell us a little about today's event.
All right, Mr. Scott Brouillard, man, thank you for checking in with us. Mr. Jordan, a big part of the club. Mr. Mike Roberts, a big part of this club, big part of the core team. So we're New Hampshire Muscle Cars. We're in Oxford, Maine today at Oxford Plains Speedway and New Oxford Dragway. And what we're doing today is we're having a car show at Oxford Plains, and we're having drag races over on the Dragway. We're going to have trophies, 50-50. We've got a great charity with adaptive driving experience, which I'm sure you're going to cover. So the rain has missed us, and we do not miss the rain. So we're very happy about that. But it is hot. Some of us miss the rain. We're enjoying this beautiful mid-July-like weather. And we got a lot of people here from Maine, a lot of people from New Hampshire and Massachusetts. So we thank you for covering the show, and thank you for having us.
Awesome, guys.
If you're looking at
So yeah, thank you so much to Scott at Flip and Customize for that footage. We really appreciate it. This is part 1 of 3, by the way. We'll be looking at the other parts on future editions of the podcast. But I think, is it Michael's turn for the first reaction? Or is it Virgil's?
Yeah, I think it's awesome. The variety of cars, the colors, you name it, it looked like it was there. I mean, you had everything from Toyota there. Then you had Mustangs, then you had the Corvette. I mean, it's like even in BMW. I mean, it's like, wow. I mean, you had everything pull up for this. And,
yeah.
You know, and we had a show at Seacon Speedway, which I wish I got to go to, because they do drag cars on the Speedway, if you want to, which I never get to see because I'm always taking a picture of the cars in the lot, you know, for, you know, to add to my collection. But one year I'd like to actually get some video or something on some of these cars doing the drags.
Yeah, for sure. And Virgil?
Yeah, well, there was a few cars in there. I seen that Avant in the beginning, that Studebaker Avant.
Yeah.
Yep.
I seen that there. One of my grandmother's old friends used to collect those Avants, and yeah. But like
right
you
there,
say, just a good
just went by.
mixture. Yeah, just
right,
a good mixture
right
of
there.
cars there. Orangish,
Right
gold.
there.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
It's crazy how those. I forget what motors those had in those, but pretty powerful motor, almost like
Yeah.
a 350. But
Yeah.
that Cutlass right there, also the Hurst Cutlass.
Yeah.
I couldn't do this car show because I would be too. I'd see all that asphalt and want to do donuts. It's screaming, especially when they were coming in and it looked like nobody was out there. I'd probably just have to, do one and ask for forgiveness.
Yes.
My foot slipped.
Yes.
Oh, good excuse.
And I want to say while we're on this truck, I got an interview with this guy a few years ago at another show that these people put on. But while we're here, I wanted to say that. But Rob, go ahead. Comments?
Oh, I like that truck and the car right beside it. Both of them look great.
Yeah.
Right at the beginning, there was like a 32 Ford or something coming in with a blower on it. And it only showed it right at the beginning. It never showed it again. One of the first vehicles pulling in.
Trying to find it
Right.
here.
Oh,
Right.
there we go.
Yeah, just missed it.
Yeah.
Oh, yes, behind that Mustang.
Yep.
Gotcha. Oh, there we go. There we go. Yes, good call.
Yeah.
Good call.
And I go to a lot of car shows and a lot of events, and you see all the golf carts there? I picked one up last week.
Oh,
Yeah.
nice. You're set. You're gonna
Just
put a
to
big
take the show
Amsoil
for
banner on.
myself to get around.
Put an Amsoil banner on it.
I'm gonna put a lift kit and all that in it.
Nice. You know what, Rob? I just seen a go-kart online that had a 57 Chevy car body on it.
Yes.
And they put I don't know what motor they put on it, but it was doing what's called burnouts.
Oh yeah.
It had a V8 sound to it. So I don't know what they put in there. I'm like, I got to find it.
I've seen them with the Rolls Royce front end on them and a pickup truck front end on them and everything. Okay.
Yeah, but I never seen one doing burnouts and sound like a small block there.
Yes, it's true. You see a lot of custom go-karts in Florida and Arizona. I bet Southern California too has a lot of them.
Yeah,
but
that's what I told my wife. I can't wait till I hit 55 so we can go live in a senior community.
Yes, absolutely. You fit right in with one of those golf carts in there.
Yes.
I wanted to give a quick shout out to the people who put on this event. At the beginning of this podcast every week, you probably see the big banner for New Hampshire Muscle Car Club. This event is put on by them, and they put on amazing shows, as you've seen here. And I've got it freezed here with these people sitting here. This guy in the middle with a dark shirt, that's Phil Manrow. He's the one in charge of the New Hampshire Muscle Car Club. He's the one behind all of this. He's got a lot of people that help him, but he's the primary force behind that, and he does an incredible job. And as you were looking at the video, you see there's a lot of graphics. A lot of those golf carts had the New Hampshire Muscle Car Club logo on it, and they had a lot of banners, and they sell a lot of clothing and everything. Of course, I can't find examples now that I'm trying to. Oh yeah, did you see those flags?
I see it on the front of the golf carts too.
Yeah, it's hard to stop where I want to, but anyway, they really put a lot into these shows, and I need to give them a shout out. Like that golf cart a second ago had right there, New Hampshire Muscle Car Club logo on it, and then see behind it, there's the flags, those banners and flags and stuff. Really impressive. The attention to details on these shows are amazing. So if you're curious about that at all, just search for New Hampshire Muscle Car Club on Facebook or YouTube or Google, and you'll find dates and things of some of their upcoming events, and very much worth checking out. These guys do an amazing job. And we have comments coming in. We'll take those, and then we'll keep going here. Here we go. Mike Whiteside says the Jeopardy music is much gooder than Lawrence Welk music. That's for sure.
Or be falling asleep.
Yes. Oh, and then our good friends over at the Vintage Mini Bike Lovers YouTube channel or Facebook page. And I've got to talk to you guys about this for a second too.
Nice.
But they're saying an awesome collection of cars at that show, but a car show with drag races. Count me in. Yes. That's the nice thing about the New Hampshire Muscle Car Club. There's just about everything at these shows. But this Vintage Mini Bike Lovers Facebook page, you've probably seen our friend Ben Thomas. I know Rob and I have worked with him with Amsoil and everything. He and I are working on a new Facebook page as well as a new podcast. It's going to be once a month, every Sunday night. We haven't figured out all the details as far as which Sunday and all this, but it's going to be a monthly podcast about mini bikes from back in the day. If you were around in the late 60s, early 70s, mini bikes were a huge deal, and we're going to do a podcast about that. And can't wait to do that. And we'll have more on that as it develops, but that's something we're working on, and do stay tuned about that.
What was that? The 60s and 70s? Like, wait, Dad come out like, wait, where's my motor? Where's my lawnmower motor?
Exactly. What's in that mini bike frame? Sorry, Dad. And then, of course, he'd make you put the mower deck under the mini bike, But that's cool.
Oh, memories.
Yes. So now we're on item number 6. We're actually going to push that out till next week. I was talking with John today, and we had a scheduling conflict, so we weren't able to do the interview today, but we're going to do one tomorrow and have that ready for next week. So we're going to move on to item number 7. Now we're going to look at some modern muscle cars, or a modern muscle car, 2020 Corvette Stingray. This is the new mid-engine Corvette, and it is something to see here. We're going to take an up-close look at this right here. Let's take a look.
What's up, everybody? It's Mr. Jenkins here with MGMClassicCars.com, Addison, Illinois, and today I'm bringing you this new arrival 2020 Chevrolet Corvette Stingray, upgraded wheel and tire package, Forgiato wheels, Falcon tires, white in color. Here I got the trunk open where the engine is actually located. Over there, you got a nice Nice little storage bay area. Really cool. Engines in the back. There's your back window. I'm going to go ahead and close this. It's got soft close in the back here. Interior's in great shape, obviously. I believe it only has 7,000 miles on it. It was really well taken care of. It's only 4 years old, so. In here, the front storage bay area. You got a cigarette lighter. There's your release. Pretty simple here. Washer fluid. Real simple. Closes nice. I'm gonna go ahead and give this thing a rev so you can hear this engine. Revs up nicely. It's got plenty of power. Here's all your options, or not options, your controls. They had interior accents. They're carbon. Horn works, obviously. It's a brand new car, almost. Only 4 years old. Here's all your controls here on the steering wheel. Volume, everything. You got your paddle shifters. Here's your shifting. You pull for reverse, push for neutral, pull for drive, and then press M if you want to use the paddle shifters manual mode. Here you got everything: My Chevrolet, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, everything, Wi-Fi hotspot, just all in here. As you can see, really, really nice in this car. Center console, just a really nice car. I'm gonna go ahead and shut it off before we wrap this up. Here's your mode, traction control. As you can see, the black here, got a nice metallic in it. Wheels match. Again, they're Ford Giottos. Just look great, give the car a different look. And if you want to get into modern sports cars, or what I would like to call an American-made supercar, this is the car to get. It's located at our warehouse in Addison, Illinois. We are open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Saturday, 10 a.m. to 2 p.m., all by appointment only. If you're interested, call us at 847-848-1850. Again, that's 847-848-1850. You can visit our website, mgmclassiccars.com. We have around 250 cars in stock, mostly classic cars. And our cars in general, and shipping all over the United States. Just take a look at how gorgeous a new Corvette like this is. This could be yours. Keep an eye out on the website and the YouTube channel. We get new inventory in almost daily, so you're not going to want to miss a thing. Again, my name is Mr. Jenkins, and it's been a pleasure showcasing this 2020 Corvette. Hope to see you here at MGM Classic Cars in Addison, Illinois. Thank you for watching, and everyone have a great day. Bye-bye.
So thank you so much to MGM Classic Cars for that footage. What an example. Unbelievable. Whose turn for the first reaction? Is it Virgil's?
I'll take it.
Go for it.
Oh man, the rims really make this car. Very good, very cool colors, the white and black, very subtle, but it looks very, very fast.
Yeah.
And I looked it up online there, and remember they had these Corvettes, they were going for 60,000 brand new.
Mm-hmm.
This one right here is going for 74.
Wow.
So not too much over the over that original I guess that original price there of 60,000, you know?
Yeah. Good investment.
Makes it kind of affordable right here.
Yeah. That's a lot of car for the money. But go ahead, I'm sorry.
Makes it affordable for somebody, not me.
Yeah. For sure. And Rob?
I got a friend that she gets a new one of these every year. And it's a type of car that you never lose money on it. She buys it for one price. Say she buy it for 68,000, and at the end of the year, when a new one comes in, they give her 70,000 for her old one.
Wow.
And she's in a position where her company pays her payments for her. So she says it's the only vehicle you can buy and not lose money on because you only make so many of them. And she has to put her order in a year in advance to get the one for 2025 already. She's got her name in.
Wow.
But
That's
fun
amazing.
car, great looking car, you know, and they're excellent on fuel. These things get like 40 miles a gallon.
Wow.
They're terrific on fuel. But Corvette does have a special Stingray, a limited edition rims. I'm surprised they didn't put them on that one. It looks really sharp. They're Stingray rims.
Yes. Yeah. And Michael?
And like Rob was just pointing out, I've seen a lot of these new vets all over the place. And the one thing I found with owners, that die-hard Corvette owners, they will buy the car, they'll probably keep it for 1 year or 2 years, and then get rid of it and buy the newest one. And they, you know, I'm like, why would you want to do that? And they said, well, because we want to have the newest and the best thing on the market. So, you know, and it's amazing because, you know, you're saying to yourself, you got such a beautiful car here, and you don't even get to enjoy it for like, you know, 6, 7, 10 years and get rid of it. You want to get rid of it that quick, you know, and it's amazing. But another thing I like about it, if you notice in the front, where the engine would normally be on the older versions, you notice how the hood is cut. It's not cut like a rounded shape. It's cut like somebody took a bite out of the front. If you look at the hood when it's open, you can actually see the saw marks. It looks like somebody, you know, took their teeth and just chewed right into the front. I like having that look. It's there. It's just the typical hood, you know. It's a little pizzazz with that. Plus the carbon fiber on the inside and on the back and other areas on the car really make it look good. I mean, I seen these cars in the baby blue to, you know, white to a red to a blue. I seen them all, even orange. And every single one of them is awestruck. The only thing I'm confused about, I'm looking at a 20. I believe it's probably a 20 or 22 or whatever.
20, yeah.
But every one of these cars, if you buy this one and then next year you buy the next one, I can't tell them apart.
Yeah, not much difference.
I mean, I wonder if somebody's out there that could tell you exactly from one year to the other, how can you tell them apart? Because I can't.
Yeah. And the thing I like about the Corvette, I mean, they're obviously it's a significant amount of money to spend on a car, but the way they've positioned themselves in the sports car market, in a lot of ways, you know, they're competing against Ferrari and Lamborghini, which are 2 or 3 times the amount of money. And you're probably getting about 85% of the experience of a Ferrari or a Lamborghini for a fraction of the price. So when you look at it that way, it is an incredible bargain.
Yeah.
But you know, for the average person to come up with money for this, it's, you know, it's a lot of money. But it's, when you look at it that way, there's a lot of value there.
The whole idea about having the engine put towards the back, they don't call it a rear engine; they call it a mid-engine.
Mid-engine, yeah, better handling.
They Corvette was trying to compete with Ferrari and everybody else, and everything they did, they couldn't compete. The only way they could compete is by having a mid-engine, and finally they did that. Now they're really making a big wave. Now everybody else is trying to scramble and say, hey, we got to make something better than the Vet now. You know, so it's like, you know, it's amazing that they didn't come out with this early. They did have a prototype. I do have photos of a prototype from early, I think it was in around 67 or somewhere around there. And they did have a mid-engine.
Talking about that for a long time. In fact, I've got some car magazines from the 70s where they were talking about they're going to be doing a mid-engine Vet anytime. And you're right, they've been discussing that all through the years.
Yeah. Then there was there was also one in the 90s called the Corvette Indy.
Oh wow, yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, mid-engine.
Nice. We do have to move on though. We've got a few comments and then we've got one more video to look at. This is from Mike Whiteside. He says, "Oh my, this is sweet," talking about this Corvette. And then Mike Whiteside's got a good question for Rob. Rob's friend that he was talking about that has the Vet. He's wanting to know if your friend is single.
She is.
There we go. He'll be right over.
Yeah, she is.
Cool deal. Very cool. All right, so we've got one more clip to look at. Pardon me. This is from a few years ago at a car show I went to in St. Albans, Vermont. This is a 1984 GMC pickup owned by Greg Duprat. Let me cue that up, and this is a sweet truck. I think you're going to like this. I know I sure did.
Hi, my name's Greg Duprat, and the truck is a 1984 GMC. I bought it new. I ordered it from Handy Pontiac GMC here in St. Albans in summer of '83, and took delivery at the beginning of October of '83, and had it ever since.
Wow!
And it's still, other than the tailgate and the hood, it's still original paint.
Wow!
I've personalized it somewhat, but tried to keep the original feel to it, and it leads a sheltered life. I did use it on a regular basis. It saw one winter, and then I couldn't stand to see it in the Vermont winter, so that was the end of that. And it's my hobby.
Nice.
I just take care of it and drive it to shows, and just try to keep a classic square body.
Nice. Yeah, that's beautiful. Really nice shape.
Yeah.
So you didn't have it as a daily driver for very long then before you decided to keep it as a collectible?
Correct.
Good.
Correct.
Smart move.
Yeah.
Good deal.
They're really coming up in value now, and
they are, yeah.
And a lot of people really have taken an interest in the old square bodies.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Good deal. Well, thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Cool.
Oh, Mike, you're
Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, I had my mic off. Sorry about that. Yeah, Rob, a reaction to that?
The square bodies are getting popular. I got
Yes.
one friend that bought one original, and it's still sitting in his garage. Yeah, and he even worked in the plant where it was being built, so it happened to get more options on it than it was supposed to when it got ordered.
Oh wow, he was able to.
But they are popular trucks. That's a great looking paint job for the year. That is. Oh.
Yeah, for sure. Very nice. And Michael?
Yeah, I'm looking at this. I'm like, I wish me and my girlfriend could have money like that to buy something very fancy. Oh, I would love to own a truck like this. And I know she would, because she wants something high above the ground. I mean, like, you can't ask for anything higher, and then having that classic look to this.
Yeah, it's beautiful. And Virgil?
As soon as that truck came up, very, very beautiful truck. But the real thing I thought about was the fall guy.
Yes.
Yep, exactly.
First thing that came to my mind was the fall guy, and it just he had a GMC, and that whole back what is that, light bar, and it didn't have it had kind of the front bar on it, because I'm looking at it right now.
I think he went through a lot of trucks during that movies.
Casey lights, yes. Oh yeah, this guy,
that was a great show.
Some beautiful.
And you know what's funny about the Fall Guy? I have the first season, but it was part 1, part 2. They broke it up, but they never made second, third, and whatever. I'm like, why make a show and just end it? They did that with a lot of TV shows. But I do remember seeing this truck, but not in this color. But exactly the same kind of truck, though.
Brown,
yeah, for sure.
Yep.
Yeah.
Brown
And but yeah, it was really nice visiting with him. Great example. The only thing that was difficult for me is as much as I like that song that was playing, I'm guaranteed to get a copyright strike from YouTube and probably Facebook. And that's one of the challenging things going to car shows is it sets a good vibe, to have some nice music going, but it makes it a real challenge for videographers trying to get interviews, because you're competing with the music, and then even when you get the finished interview, then you're looking at a copyright strike from Facebook and YouTube. But what are you going to do? It's all part of the experience, I guess.
Hey, Mike, right after the podcast, I'm going to briefly talk to you. I just found out what happened in the building.
Oh, yes. Yeah. Message me after. Absolutely. I appreciate that. And we've got comments coming in.
It's not very good news, though.
I understand. Yeah, it's probably what I think it is. But yeah, thank you on that. So Mike Whiteside says that is a beautiful truck. Well, thank you. And yeah, that truly is. Oh, and Larry Anderson is viewing with us. He says, thank you for showing the car. I appreciate it very much. It's an honor. And Larry had the footage of that Dodge Dart at the very beginning. And we appreciate your hanging out with us through the whole podcast, Larry. And hope you'll join us here every Wednesday night at 9 p.m. We do this every Wednesday night.
And show us driving it down the road, Larry.
Yeah, yep. Joe, just leave it running for us, Larry.
Yes. Or maybe do some video with some hole shots. See if you've got a friend or somebody who can take a video of you doing some burnouts and hole shots with it. That'd be amazing to see. Love to see some more of that car. And Mike Whiteside says, great show tonight, guys. Thank you. We appreciate that. And we appreciate everyone viewing, being here through the whole podcast and being here every week. We really appreciate it. That's what makes this podcast possible is people coming back every week. So we appreciate that. So real quick, we're running out of time, but clockwise around the room here, Michael, a quick closing comment.
Yes. Storms died out. I heard a couple of rumbles thunder, so that was good. It worked out without losing power. And it was a very great podcast. It's good to see everybody. Virgil, I'm so happy you had a great time in Florida. You know,
well, California.
Hopefully next time we'll have to give you a camera or something so you can get photos down there. Jeez.
Yes. Well, nope. You got to get me down there the weekend before and the weekend after.
Yes.
Oh,
yeah. One of these times when you go out, you'll have to catch some shows for sure.
Yeah.
And before we get comments from Rob, we'll get some more comments on coming in here. Ben Thomas says, thank you, guys. And Larry Anderson says, I've done a hole shot one time. It scared me to death. Yeah, I bet there's some torque going on with that car.
Yes.
For sure.
All right.
And Rob, final comment. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Virgil.
Burnouts, please, Larry.
Yeah.
Burnouts, please.
Definitely. And Rob?
Good show and great selection of different kind of vehicles.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
For sure. Yeah, and thank you, gentlemen, for being here.
I will be getting you some pictures, Mike. I already have 2 piles of them for future podcasts that you can put together.
Excellent. Excellent. And to close, the quick comment I wanted to make is, again, we've got the Krager people coming on sometime in the next few weeks. We don't have an exact date yet, but please show us your Kragers. If you have images or videos of muscle cars past or present with Kragers on them, please share videos and images with us. We're going to make a Krager night out of it. So please keep that in mind. And if you have any, or if you're at car shows and see cars with Kragers on them, please take images or videos, share them with us. We're going to try to do a Krager themed night sometime in the next few weeks. And as we get the date, maybe by this time next week, I'll have an exact date for you. We're still working on that, working the details out. But yeah, looking forward to that. Thank you to our panel here. Thank you to the viewers, everyone. We appreciate it. Have a wonderful evening. And as always, the last word goes to our friends at AMSOIL. Have a good week, everybody.
All right. Good night. See you next.
Hello, everyone. This is Rob and Mike. How you doing today, Rob?
I'm doing good. Mike, yourself?
Very well. Thank you so much for coming on. I appreciate it. Now, today, we're going to be talking about AMSOIL. And in a few moments, we're going to show you how you can get the deepest discounts, free shipping, and free gifts when you order your AMSOIL products through us. But first, I'm going to ask Rob to give you a quick description of what AMSOIL is and why you should consider using AMSOIL products in your motorized vehicles.
Thanks, Mike. AMSOIL is 100% synthetic oil. Everybody uses AMSOIL for a different reason. Some people like the benefits that AMSOIL is warranted for 25,000 miles or 1 year. The reason we can do that is because AMSOIL doesn't oxidize. It doesn't form the usual carbons, gums, sludges like petroleum oils do. That's why we can keep it in the engines longer. Petroleum oils never do wear out. They oxidize themselves. That's why they have to be changed at 3,000 kilometers. And AMSOIL likes the benefit that you only have to change the oil once a year. That saves some money. Some of the people like the benefit of AMSOIL is it's a slipperier type lube. By having a slipperier type lube, it cuts down friction and drag. By less friction and drag, engines run 20 to 50 degrees cooler, better gas mileage. Now, AMSOIL says 25% more protection than the industry requires is in the AMSOIL bottles. My average customer gets about 10% increase in gas mileage. That's a big savings.
Yeah.
And by cutting down friction and drag, for every 10 degrees you cut down the friction and drag, doubles the life of the engine. So by having the engine run cooler, it makes it last longer. Some people like the benefit of the range of the AMSOIL. AMSOIL's flash point is 425 degrees, and it pours at 50 below zero. Wow. If you ever tried petroleum oil when it's 10 below, it turns to honey. And in the summertime, petroleum oil thins out, and once it thins out, that's when it starts breaking down. So AMSOIL is an all-season oil, can give you better gas mileage, longer engine life, less maintenance. It ends up being cheaper over a year's time running AMSOIL than it is petroleum oils.
That's amazing. That's amazing. And AMSOIL is available for pretty much any motorized vehicle, anything from lawn equipment, cars, trucks, boats, ATVs, motorcycles, snowmobiles.
Yep. And a lot of people phone me up and say, well, what's the benefit of our gear lube? Exactly what I told you about the engine oil. It pours in cold weather, it runs cooler, makes the equipment last longer. And they say, well, what's the benefit of the small engine? Same thing. Makes the engine run cooler, last longer, better performance. So it saves on all the applications that AMSOIL has available.
Wonderful, wonderful. So yeah, let's talk now. Hopefully this has convinced people to think about maybe joining us in the AMSOIL experience. Let's talk about some of the discounts and free shipping and how that all happens. I'm going to pop a graphic on the screen. And yeah, by all means, if you want to talk people through how this preferred customer program works.
AMSOIL has a number of different programs. One of our main ones is a catalog customer, where somebody can order directly out of our catalog. If they order out of the catalog, they order $100 worth, AMSOIL will ship it right to their house. But our best program is our preferred customer. For only $10 for 6 months, you become a preferred customer, you save 25% on all the product. You order $100 worth, they're going to give you free shipping. You don't have to order a whole case. You can mix and match. Say you want 4 bottles of small engine, 7 bottles of 5W30, and a couple of gear loops. You can mix and match. You can order 1 bottle at a time if you want. There's no minimums, no maximums. By being a preferred customer, you save over 25% on all the products you're going to buy. AMSOIL sends you extra gifts, a $5 gift certificate on your birthday, $5 when you renew your account, and stuff like that. So it's a good way to save on some of the products you want to buy.
For sure, for sure. Yeah, it's an incredible value. And this is the deepest level of discount that anyone can get when ordering AMSOIL. Is that correct?
It is. It is.
Wonderful, wonderful. So let's take people through the step-by-step experience of placing an AMSOIL order. Then that would include signing up for the preferred customer discount, or sorry, preferred customer program, so they can receive those deepest levels of discount. So let's go to the website. This is what the website's going to look like. These are some screenshots. Once you go to amsoil.com, there's a link in the description, or you can just type that into a browser, amsoil.com. This is the page you land on. At the upper corner of the page there, you see how I've circled in red. That is the link to click, the Join Now link. That will take you to the Preferred Customer Program page, where you can take advantage of all of these discounts and free shipping and everything that we've just been talking about. This is what that page looks like. In the lower right, you're going to click Join Now. This will pop up. You select the duration you'd like, whether it's 6 months or 12 months, and click Add to Cart. Now, once this pop-up goes away, you'll be back on the main page. And the upper left, you'll see where I've got that red arrow. It says Shop. Now you can start shopping for products, and on your very first order, you're going to get these discounts and the free shipping as long as it's over $100. You'll get all of these benefits right away. So once you click Shop, it's going to take you to the product page. There's different types of oils, lubricants, so on and so forth. For the benefit of this exercise we're doing now, I'm just going to click motor oil. It shows different types of motor oil. Let's click gasoline. Now this takes us to an item. It's their synthetic motor oil. And you can see the item there, and there's choices for different viscosities. But take a look at the price. Let's take a closer look. Let's zoom in. But if you've joined the preferred customer program first, you're going to automatically get the deepest levels of discount. That's what we're looking at here. You're saving $3.80 on that quart of oil. Instead of paying $16.29, you're now paying $12.49 for that quart of oil. That is the deepest level of discount you can possibly get. And then you just add the quantity that you'd like. You select any other items that you're thinking about, add them to the cart. And once you click Add to Cart for the final time, you're going to see this come up at the top of the screen. It's going to show your items and your the total that you're at so far. Pardon me. And then you just click View Cart in the upper right, and that'll take you to your cart. Take a close look here at the upper right. That blue box shows that you're getting free shipping. You're eligible for free shipping on this order because it's over $100. That little yellow box shows that you've got the preferred customer membership on your order that gives you the deepest levels of discounts for the next 6 to 12 months. And then below that, you've got the items that have been selected. For the exercise here, I selected 9 quarts of the Signature Series, but that brings us up over $100 for the free shipping. We're saving $34.20. And if you're ready to finish, you click Checkout Now, and that takes you to this screen here. If you haven't signed up with an AMSOIL account at this point, just click in the lower right to create an account, create a new account. It's going to ask you for some basic information, name and those types of things. Now let's take a closer look. You'll see this gray shaded box. This is a very important box. This is going to ask you if someone has referred you to AMSOIL. And if so, please enter my name. My name is Mike LaPierre. It's spelled right there on the screen for the correct spelling. And also the referral number, 304-555-94. That's how you make sure that Rob and I get credit for this. Now, in the interest of full disclosure, I have signed up for AMSOIL under Rob. So when you order using this referral number, Rob and I both benefit. So if you enjoy these podcasts that we're doing, this is a wonderful way to support the podcast, because when you order using this referral number, Rob and I both benefit. And the commissions I make go directly toward offsetting the cost of doing these podcasts. So I thank you in advance for that, for using my referral number. I very much appreciate it. And once you've done that, you just go into the next screen to enter your payment information, and you're done. Now, once you've placed your order that's over $100, and that order includes your AMSOIL Preferred Customer Program, you are now eligible to get a free DVD from myself. Now, this is going to be either a muscle car DVD or a vintage snowmobile DVD. Use the email address on the screen, wkspodcasts@gmail.com. Send me an email. Let me know which let me know which DVD you would like me to send you, the muscle car or the vintage snowmobile DVD, and I'll get that right out to you. As you're typing in that email, in the subject line, be sure and type in capital letters "free DVD requests" so it stands out as I'm checking my email, and we'll get that right out to you. So I guess the last thing, Rob, that we wanted to talk about is if someone is considering AMSOIL as a business opportunity.
Yes. If anybody has a retail or a commercial account and they would like to buy directly from AMSOIL, just send Mike a line. He'll show you how to set up and you can buy directly from AMSOIL. But if you are interested in starting your own part-time business, a part-time business that can grow into a full-time income, Mike and I will show you the AMSOIL marketing plan. AMSOIL has a large selection of products that cover almost every application. So it doesn't matter if you're into snowmobile, boating, or ATVing, or hot rods, we have an oil for every application. It's a fun type business that's I really enjoy doing. Where else can I go and have fun and make money doing it? And Mike and I are here to help you all the way along. If you need any help on how to promote or to find new accounts, we're here to help you.
For sure, for sure. So when you sign up under that number, this 304-555-94, you're getting Rob and I as a team. Now, Rob has been doing AMSOIL for 40 years. Can you believe that? 40 years. So he knows every aspect of this business, and he knows all of the ins and outs of the products. So he'll be able to help you with any kind of product questions or any kind of questions to show you the different business models that you can do with AMSOIL. And then the other thing that you get when you sign up under me is I've got a strong background in social media. So if you need some coaching on how to generate AMSOIL leads using Facebook and YouTube, I'm happy to coach you with that when you sign up under Rob and I. You get both of us as a team to help you, to coach you, to support you, whatever you need to get you off and running with this business and having fun with it. Like Rob said, it's an enormous amount of fun. If you're like Rob and I and you enjoy going to any kind of boat shows, car shows, motorcycle shows, snowmobile shows, anything with a motor, you like going to those shows, those events, those races, this is a great way to turn that into a income opportunity for you.
Yes. And just by wearing my AMSOIL hat at one of these events, people come up and ask me about AMSOIL. People don't know where to buy it, and I'm there to help them, show them where they can buy the product.
Perfect. Well, cool. Well, this is great. Any final thoughts, Rob, before we wrap it up?
AMSOIL's a fun business. AMSOIL's been around since 1968. It was the first synthetic oil to be AI approved.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And that's very early in the game too, isn't it?
Yes.
For sure. Well, good. Well, thank you so much, everyone, for viewing. Hopefully, we've gotten you excited as we are about the AMSOIL products. We'd love it if you could join us either as someone who uses the AMSOIL products or to join the AMSOIL team as a business opportunity. And we thank you so much for viewing. Have a great day.
You have a good day.